character still looks like he's there. Thank God. I have no idea what I'm doing in this video game. So there's a quest we could do to unlock Anti-Aerial 3. Let's change a couple things. Let's change the title. You don't know what you're doing in life, let alone video games? I'd say it's generally easier in video games to know what you're doing. This is a GU challenge? Yep, all monster challenge. Just updating the title. We took a little break. What was it, like a 2-week break? I saw the Try Let's Play on YouTube. Hell yeah, brother. We were just talking about that. We were comparing when my first video released to when PewDiePie first released his first video. It's kind of yikes. I think we'll just... all right, hold on. I need for exchange, or if I can find it, we're just going to fight a Mantis. This is what we're going to do. That's perfect. Co-streams Fortnite with Ninja? You mean Ninja co-streams with me? Get it right. Top 3 monsters only by measuring the fun of the fight. Well, that's usually how I do measure them, be honest with you. Nerd Gigante. Devil Joe. What are we doing, Monster World? We just beat it. Are all the monsters in this game, or are you switching games after this? So, we already did Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, and now Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is the last one, Land Sky. And you might be like, what? Yeah, I love those dicks. I really... That's how it was. I wish I could show dicks every single day. So, I've been killing every monster in every one of those games. So, technically, I could have killed some in this game and skipped them in other games, but we fought basically every version of them. Sorry if this is taking a little bit. I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything that I want and need. And I think we're okay. If my cheeks get clapped, don't bully me. I guess I like Magdemaldo. I like that fight. I like fights where you're fighting something that's like a little bit of a glass cannon. Rajang is a lot of fun. Well, most Rajang fights are fun. Rise is like a little too easy for me. He's a little bit too slow. Wow, I'm doing okay, actually. Yeah, I like Astalos a lot. I love it when you get knocked against a wall. This is dumb. I should not have taken that time to start looking. It's a little sad. I don't really know the timing on that, though. It's interesting how those shots, like, spread out as they go through the air. I don't look happy? It's because I didn't know you were here, Senson. Now I've never been happier. I don't hate GU. I just generally like other Monster Hunter games more. Gonna swap to a different weapon? Wasn't planning on it, no. No, I was planning on sticking with this weapon the whole way through. Is that thing gonna hit me? Is Gen U not in Twitch's list of games? I was asking when I started this, like, switch the stream over, and you weren't here to tell me, so I didn't know what to set it to, so I just left it at World. Tell me if you think I made a mistake. God damn it. He hit me the exact same way as he did last time. Everybody wants to hate on the gun lance, but everybody loves the gun lance. It's the underdog of weapons out there. He's finally making his way over to the robot. It's normally like instant in like multiplayer or like if you're playing like an actual like good weapon. I used to always call him Mantis Boy, but I guess canonically it's a female Mantis. I don't think the Mantis particularly cares. I don't want to break this foot before I start climbing. I don't even know why. I guess I probably could have just climbed up there, but whatever. So this fight, you want to break the eggs. And you go back to fighting the fight normally. Oof. They did some neat stuff with this fight. True. It does. The robot technically has a certain amount of life that you that you can just steal, and you don't need to break the eggs. But the intended mechanic is trip the feet, climb up, break the egg. I don't know if you need guard up for that. Second week started, had a day off yesterday. Day offs are nice. Day offs are great. It's a national holiday? That's nice. So everybody got a day off. It wasn't just a you day off. Well, I mean, there are some companies that don't respect, like, national holidays. A sick day if recovering from a fever? I'm sorry to hear that. These Dragonators, the fight's kind of designed to punish you for spamming Brave too much. It's actually really interesting. It had a farther range than I thought it would. Woo. Maldo's getting something. Do you like how he just, like, casually walked out of the way? He's having a good fight. I feel like I'm gonna start cheering the Mantis on soon. Am I getting the Hogwarts game? Not planning on it. Combat looks just okay. Not enough for me to conveniently forget how much of an asshole J.K. Rowling is. I mean, no. I mean, if you really love Harry Potter, you want to get the game. Like, I mean, whatever. Do whatever it is you want to do. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to support it. Kirby variety? The game's never gonna go on sale. We might do Kirby eventually. Gotta separate art from the artist? It's an interesting conversation. Like, I get it. You know, there's a lot of people that are working on Harry Potter now that have got nothing to do with J.K. Rowling. It's a personal choice. There's a million video games I could be playing at any one time. Azule, hello. Doesn't have to be that one. Oh, certainly. H.P. Lovecraft, yeah. I mean, if you get into the sort of stuff he was into, woo! By that logic, every company is full vassals. We shouldn't buy anything. I mean, what is the saying? There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Some truth to that. Like I said, I'm not making a big deal about it. I'm just saying, you know, the game's not good enough, and I don't like her enough to want to play it. Is consumption ethical in the first place? Well, it's mandatory. I mean, you don't want to... There's no reason to starve to death. By their standards, nothing is ethical? I know. You're right. That's the thing. You're right. Yeah, I do. Helping children is usually seen as ethical? What if those children end up becoming child soldiers and they end up committing war crimes? What have you unleashed? I'm like 100% thinking of like the Phantom Pain as we discuss this. I mean, hopefully you didn't rescue the children to turn them into children's soldiers. Those kids grow up to make NFTs? Oh no. Every time, this Mantis is too smart for me. Sound like the military when they have an excuse to bomb kids in the Middle East? I would not say that was my intention. Say this Mantis is psycho? I don't think the Mantis is technically like Psycho Mantis. I don't think it's got like psychic powers. I don't think I've ever used... I think I got that Dragonator off once. It's actually really close. Maybe it's worth going for. Think they hit anything? I don't think they hit anything. You never fought him? One of the more interesting large monster fights in the series. Arguably one of the best, but it's kind of a weird, almost reductive argument when you go into large monster fights being good, because most part of them don't feel good. I feel like Gen is my favorite. I still, for whatever reason, prefer Gen over Darren. I mean, it's good if you've done any sort of talisman farming, but if you want lots of plus 10 point skills, it's also really good. The more skills that you want to get 15 points in, I feel like it kind of breaks down, though. Because Jen sounds like the name of your wife. No. Actually, I just think it's a better fight. It's got nothing to do with it. Well, that actually missed. Weird. Did you, like, try to go to the hub right away, pretentious? That would feel bad. I'm gonna get you next time. One of my cats gonna heal me? Please. Thank you. I don't really understand the tracking on that. I mean, I know it has tracking. I guess it doesn't. Does it always just go out to the side? Uh-oh. We doing a G-rank Nikarkos? You know, that kind of is like a different version of Nikarkos from the high rank one, isn't it? It starts already out of the ground. Doesn't high rank not start with its tentacles out? Yeah, if he's different enough, I could make the justification to try and fight him again, for sure. That's been the general goal, is to get, like, most generally unique fights on the record. Within reason. I'm not going to go through and do every hyper monster or every tempered monster necessarily. Karkos Gunlance is very good for normal. Guess we should get the anti-Dragon Bomb off while we can, huh? No tempered Rajang? I don't think we did it. I mean, is he that hard? If I fight tempered normal Joe? Golden Joe? Definitely. He's gotten very creative. This should be it. Ooh, damn. He's about to start bringing the pain. For sure. Don't move, please. God damn it. I'll tall wheel, I'll tall deal. Have any more of those better healing items left? No. This kind of sucks. I need, like, more stamina. It has some really interesting combos, actually. When you have time to actually, like, stand back and look at them. It combos with its body at the same time it's comboing with its normal stuff. That hit. There's a little windup. You can see. You can see it charging up the fart. It's got so many wires. Stop it. So I should heal again. This is a problem. I mean, the thing is like, the Mantis weapons were good, but, like, I don't know. There were still lots of other extremely viable weapons. I mean, even Elemental Greatsword isn't as much as a meme as it sounds. Well, I wouldn't even say the Mantis weapons are easy to make so much as they're just... There was always people wanting to fight. There was always a group to be found. The butt drops were kind of rare, I felt. Switch Axe actually looks pretty good. Dual Blades, maybe the worst. How do I feel about Halo the TV show? Is that the one they said they were going to get Steven Spielberg to work on? I don't have any strong feelings about it one way or the other. I'm glad it exists. It's a kind of a girthy fight length. I'm sure I could have done better there, but that took some time. LG most OP? I don't know that I know what LG is. Light bowgun? How long does this fight take with a real weapon? I don't know. How good is your talisman? How good is your everything else? I mean, you gotta go through the robot phases no matter what. I mean, it's usually like 10 or 15 minutes, I guess. Shorter if you're really good. But I mean, that's also assuming that like you have got, you know, good endgame weapon as well, not just not just like whatever, like you're just getting into G rank weapon. That's kind of what I'm using. How much longer is this challenge going to be? I wish I knew the answer to that question. I don't know. Oh, I mean, longsword is good in this game. I don't know that I would call it OP. There's a lot of combinations that are powerful. Adept sword and shield feels extremely powerful for things that can be mounted. Brave of lots of things is really good. There's probably, I mean, honestly, I mean, if we started right now, I mean, technically we did. I'm going to be okay. You take care. Still got to kill Safi? We killed Safi. I didn't even see where my hunter rank went up to. 36? That's not bad, actually. This challenge will last until exactly Sunbreak drops? No, it's not. I'll finish it sooner than that. I'd love to grind something other than the Mantis, but his drops really are almost that good. If I can upgrade the Mantis weapon, maybe I'll just do that. It's shot level 4. For some reason, I thought it was shot level 3. That's really interesting. Go Striker with that wide gun lance? No, I think I'm going to keep using what I'm doing. I still like the Brave guard point. I mean, it's a lot less sharpness, kind of, but it is 20 more raw. I don't know if I like it enough at 310. Maybe at 320, though, I'd use it. Does anything compare to Pierce Light Bowgun and Heavy Bowgun for use of clear and high damage? Well, I don't know about Light Bowgun. Brave Heavy Bowgun is almost in a class of its own. But I mean, Brave Greatsword is really good. I'm looking for Exchanger. There it is. Eating that dauntless pasta. Styles, but without the skill limits? I mean, switch skills are kind of like styles. I would argue like styles, but better, but... Got some similarities there. Actually hit. Hey, we got some of that. I think I hit his, like, object, and it counted? I really thought it was wide 3 on his gun lance. Wide 4 might make me use it. I look smashing today? Thank you. We cleared one challenge and now we're making headwinds into the second one. Did that hit? It sounded like that hit. It's so large. Do you like how it has like a little cockpit it goes into? I do. Step on me, daddy. When do I think we'll see new monsters? Beyond the last trailer that we saw? I promise you they will leak 90% of the roster before June 30th. It's actually not a bad area, I think, to get talismans or something. This is certainly faster than the last time. Keep hitting. Crack that calcified walnut. That's great. Oh wow, the head got me. This is more than a little mildly annoying. Does it have 2 breaks in the first phase, really? It is not a very Monster Hunter-like fight, in my opinion. Doesn't really tick all the boxes of what I would say you'd normally expect from a fight in Monster Hunter. Not necessarily in a bad way. But it was certainly going a more fantastical direction than what, you know, we expect from like World or even Rise. The Mantis part isn't that strange. It's the goddamn robot. It's very bizarre. Whoa. He just rail cannoned me. That came out so quickly. Did I win? No, that was me dying. I died. Dead. He hit me with a Dragonator. The name of this boss is Altolka, yeah? This isn't Rise. Well, we got wire bugs. We got wires and bugs. So you tell me. Chalk, hello. Good afternoon. How's the HR grinding going? We have killed exactly one Altolka this stream. But we also finished our red sharpness run, so we got that going for us. I mean, it's not gonna be like Altalka up to HR 100. I mean, I think the directors are given quite a bit of creative freedom within reason. And Ichinose just has a preference for the more fantastical, out there stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Although it's important to remember that GU was developed by the director for Iceborne, Ichihara, but also that GU was commercially, compared to most Monster Hunter games, somewhat of a failure. Did not sell very well in the US or in Japan. You read into that whatever you want. You know, 3DS being kind of an aging console by the time it came out. Japan moving more towards mobile games. The fact that it didn't get a 3DS release in the West. There's a lot of things that kind of like worked against it. How do you end up going to that Final Fantasy game in the end? I mean, I got some quests up to level 300. It's a good game, but I can't, like, unconditionally recommend it if you want it for the end game. I think, no, Nakarkos was popular. People like Nakarkos. I mean, most of the Generations unique fights were great. It just, they added or brought back a lot of fights that didn't really get changed significantly enough. You know, Hyper is not enough to make like a Kezu from Freedom Unite or For You feel better than what you fought from Base For You. Wasn't enough. So Dragonator's over there. Problem with the end game in Strangers in Paradise is it just they didn't change anything. Days of Our Lives lighting? That is my goal. Thank you, I'm glad you noticed. G's been on Switch for how long now? Came out in like, what was it, like June? Between like May and August of 2018? Something like that. It came out after World, when they're like, wow, World sold a lot of copies. They're like, maybe you should release this game. I just climbed the leg. I'm just gonna climb the leg. Whatever. Probably gonna get knocked off. Whatever, don't care. Alright, never mind. Thought the challenge was all red sharpness. We completed that challenge. This is a different game now. It's not the same! We just finished that challenge, and now we're on to another challenge. The previous time on Dragon Ball Z, we were working on a challenge that was... It says it is World? Don't worry about it. Am I gonna get blasted? I'm not using red sharpness. I'm using red heat. Mmm. Well, what does the title say? Does it say all red sharpness? I think I changed it to all monsters. I could have sworn I did. As long as that's there, I don't really care. That's good enough. That. I know it's goofy, but my personal issue with Twitch and discovery on Twitch is that there's too many game categories. If you want to watch like League of Legends or like Valorant or something, you're in a really good place. But if you want to watch like variety streams or like especially something like Monster Hunter, like not a super huge category, consolidating game names is definitely the way to go. And some people could take it like a wrong way and be like, oh, it's disrespectful, like, you know, it's GU or it's Freedom Unite or it's Portable Third, it's Monster Hunter 1. You gotta remember, it's like, you're not disrespecting the game, you're saying you're just looking at the literal reality of what it's like to browse Twitch. They could certainly do subcategories, absolutely. But this is Twitch we're talking about, so I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. I'm still waiting for, you know, consistently better than 6,000 kilobits a second upload support, 120 FPS support, 4K support. Twitch is still doing better than YouTube. From a what perspective? A user's perspective? Profitability perspective? Public media perspective? Streamer perspective? Categories? Oh, yes. For video game streaming, as a platform that is dedicated to video game streams, it is certainly better than YouTube. Certainly from a viewer experience. From a streamer experience, debatable. Yeah, no, YouTube live chat is ass. Definitely. It's not good. Twitch basically does, just as like, we'll just do IRC for chat, and it works really well. Looks good, works really well. Hit nothing. I need a sharpen. Man, I'd love to get those shinies. I should probably get those shinies. I'm gonna get those shinies. Are those always armor spheres? Oh, come on, that was the right time. Ultimus Crystal? That sounds so cool. Man, I'm healing a lot less this run. I guess I got a little bit better into the flow this time. Outside of that one, like, Instacart. I mean, Bracky is basically the way to go unless you want to turn your brain off and just mindlessly mine. I think I actually iframed that. Is it weird having to sharpen your weapon after the red sharpness run? A little bit, actually, yeah. Yeah, it feels a little funny. I love how he's just like hanging out, or she's hanging out with her big Dragonator, just on her back. Very threatening. She's like pointing those mini Dragonators at the cats. Nice. You know, it's a little bit of an unknown. I mean, other than what they've shown us in the trailers. Because Suzuki's like, this is his directorial debut. Oh. Woo! That was close. I mean, I trust to believe in him. You know, Monster Hunter is a really, I mean, arguably Capcom's biggest franchise. They're not just going to, like, frivolously throw it away to somebody. Even if it's not going to be, like, their next main release that's going to bring them in billions. Would be cool to see Bishitin throw those little sacks of coins. Can I get this? A little bit. That's kind of a weird hitbox. Oof. Oh, there it is. Staring down the barrel of a gun. This feels like this is going to be about 5 minutes faster. I don't want to get too greedy here. Why is she streaming out of the world category when Rise is more recent and populous? You sure about that? Check the numbers right now and let me know what you come up with. Although I might personally be influencing the categories. Tell me what you got. I'm generally curious. About the same? Call it tradition then. $50 more people watching World, but you're 211 of those people? Sounds like I chose the right category. Blah. If there was just a Monster Hunter category, this wouldn't be an issue. That guard point was so sick! Yo, that was so good though. That was great. Very happy with that. What a long ass fight. Were you not here for like the all red sharpness challenge? Because, you know, that's about the same. I wouldn't say that was very different. You had to skip that? It's okay. I'm not mad at you. We got it done. Right now, we're just trying to get this gun lance. I'll feel pretty good after I got the gun lance. No, call me Chuck. It wasn't that slow. Well, that's not true. There were certain days where all we did was kill like a Rathian and Rathalos. Looking well today? Thank you. That's nice of you to say. This is Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So 37. I feel like we're going up Hunter ranks pretty quickly. We're going up like 2 at a time? Something like that? Getting there. Oh, hold on. We're gonna cycle that. I feel like Exchanger's worth it. It's like 20% more hunter points. It's a lot. It matters. How does the game know what I'm looking for? It knows what I want and it hides it. Do I gotta cycle it again? Is there no guaranteed exchanger? It's a daily skill? I'm like tweaking out real hard, guys. I mean, I got so lucky. That first hunt of the day was Exchanger and Bombardier. I don't think I have alcohol unlocked, though. I've gotten it twice in a row, though. Monster Hunter streamer? That is what I am. I am a Monster Hunter streamer. If I get typecast as anything. Nice Shredder head. I think the Zamtrio stuff looks sick. I think confirmed. Did we see Zamtrio's armor in that Sunbreak trailer? I think we did. This isn't World? It's close enough. It's like in the world of Monster Hunter. There we go. I'll go with that. I'll go with this one. Nice. Okay, perfect. Somebody explain to you what's going on. We are killing every monster in every Monster Hunter game that has been released. For the most part. Kind of, sort of. And we're actually on the last game. I mean, outside of like when Sunbreak drops. So that's pretty cool. What are we grinding the giant mecha bike for? I think I'm going to make the gun lance. Once I get one more upgrade, we're going to use it. But the gun lance is good, but also it gives a lot of hunter rank points, and I'm trying to get up to HR 100. Twice suck. you. I hate this bug. One of those cats want to heal me? Damn it. I wonder if that disables exchanger. It looks like it's still up. It's pretty sad dying to phase 1. I mean, I could have healed, but I was being very stubborn, and I was like, I'm gonna let the cats do it. You do it! What do I even pay you for? Guess I don't pay them enough. Oh, he was so close to leaving too. Oh, God. Oh, that's so annoying. Music is so good. Sometimes maybe it's not your day. Things getting a little wrong, things getting a little sussy. That's what it feels like for me right now. Now I'm like nervous. When you're on that last cart, you start to play like a little scared. Interesting how phase 1 and phase 2 is a little bit different based on where the foot shock waves go. I love that I adopted sussy to my vocab. Just trying to be more relatable to my audience. Didn't knock me off. Well, you're gonna regret that. I do love that emote. Sus brings me so much joy. Maybe your delivery driver urgently had to poop. That happens. Or it could happen. Maybe he's getting gas. One hit away. That is very upsetting. That's why I have trust issues. This is an exciting fight. Can Gunlance reach the eggs with long shells from before? Probably, but how much damage would that even be? You know what I mean? It's still true damage. Right. Second phase, it goes to the side. Story behind the giant robot? Bug's been walking around, grabbing stuff, building a robot. This sucks. Is Shep from Teamwork Cast back in the day? I am. Same guy. Still obviously very relevant in this modern era. How are you, Burrito? Not, squeezed out of his streamer juice. Desiccated husk. Back in the day. We're talking about Mr. Ed earlier. That was real bad. Comparing my content creation history to PewDiePie's. That's not good. What was my first Pokemon game? I don't see how that's relevant. Yours was blue? I feel like this is a trap. No, I played Pearl. Hope I'm well. Doing great, man. Living the dream. Dragon Quest V was like in Japanese on emulators long before it was emulated or remade on, what was it, the DS? I'm farming worldviews. I don't think it's exactly working that way. I don't think it's working the same way that you think it's working. There is nobody browsing any of the categories probably right now. Maybe. Maybe one guy did it. Nice. It's a very generous guard point they give the Gun Lance. Did I play red or blue or yellow? I might have played red. And what about it? What if I played red? What does it matter? I think I did eventually catch them all. Milkman at blue? I think that's how it worked. I can't remember, though. You'd have to ask him. Most of the streamers have 20 views. They feel like I give a life. I know! People always make me out to be the bad guy. I've literally had other streamers say thank you for keeping the category alive. And you know what? You're welcome. Still on stream, Monster? Brother, it's like, you know how in Monster Hunter, hunters hunt for a living? That's literally me. It's like literally my life. I'm okay with that, though. Okay, hold on. We are close to dying. So let's not do that. I don't think it really makes a significant difference, Burrito. For me, it's more of a personal thing. I just think there needs to be less categories. 'Cause I think it's stupid that, like, League is able to get away with one category. Valorant gets away with one category. CSGO gets away with one category. But Monster Hunter's got, like, a million categories. No. This is like the opposite of my last fight. My last fight was so smooth. It's Nintendo's fault? I don't think it's Nintendo's fault. I don't think Nintendo is the reason Twitch is the way it is. You can hate Nintendo for a lot of things. I don't think that's one of them. And we're complaining about Pokemon. I mean, it's not just for Monster. I mean, it's for lots of games, you know. Even like stuff like Dark Souls, which does fine for the most part with multiple categories, would probably be better off having a single consolidated category. Little too early. You know, it's so bad, but Capcom needs next-gen graphics. Probably the only reason we got Monster Hunter World is because of Monster Hunter Rise, though. Monster Hunter Rise almost definitely helped fund Monster Hunter World's development. You're teaching me a lesson today, aren't you? People make Yu-Gi-Oh! Suck? Are you saying, like, people make Yu-Gi-Oh! Suck, or the people that make Yu-Gi-Oh! Suck? Or are you saying Yu-Gi-Oh suck? Everyone uses the same deck? That's not true. I've seen Overlord Dean run several decks. So it's definitely not only one deck. Net deck is somebody who has been a competitive card game player on the internet. Net decking is always going to be an issue. And if you want to be at the top of the charts, you have to be good at both building decks but also playing the decks. If you're only good at playing a net deck, then you will almost always be one step behind. Yeah, building decks is fun. What's it going to do with all the other cards? I mean, you know, there's an issue always with, you know, there being certain cards being, like, generally outclassing other cards, for sure. I mean, it's only a meta until people realize that something else was actually stronger. That's my point. Jokakun, I 100% believe that. To me, it's not even a theory. It's just, like, reality. I mean, Capcom themselves confirmed, like, they went all in on world development. In the same way that I guess apparently they went all in on Dragon's Dogma? I see him about to fart. Well, I guess we did brave that, so... Well, I guess then it dropped something on me anyways. Stop peeing on me. It's not a fart. It's also peeing on me. Excellent. It's my fetish. God damn, I thought it went to the side. No. No, 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 no. This is a goddamn nightmare. This is a goddamn nightmare. Yeah! Do I remember the dream when I peed on someone in my dream? Yes. I don't know that I will ever forget that dream, actually. Wasn't it? This has been a difficult one. This is harder than the first time I fought it in this stream. I don't know what's going on. Getting psyched out by a bug. He's just better than me? Well, if he wins, if he triples me, then he is. Definitively. Objectively. That does appear to be the reality that we're facing soon. How many Capcom stocks doing? They were ever so slightly down yesterday. But in general, still way ahead of the normal market. No recent billion-dollar Saudi fund deposits. I've been very happy. All the armchair investors are out there like, streamer, don't put all your money in one stock, but I trust in Capcom. We're a long way away from the DMC days. Literally $1 billion invested in Capcom just by some random Saudi oil fund. I simped and I got away with it. I'm literally never punished. I don't know how or why I got these nearly SCP-like powers at some point in my life, but they exist. It's the same guy as the oil rig guy? I don't think the oil rig guy had $1 billion. Because if he did, he would have put the money up front. You drop a little teaser 10,000 donation in chat. And you'd be like, more in the oil rig for you, streamer. Those powers too, Shep? Should I start investing? I mean, investing is generally better than just leaving your money in a savings account. I mean, you could end up losing money. But in general, you end up making money, so. Kind of works out. I love the wheel. What deck do I use? I do not play Yu-Gi-Oh! When I played Teppen, I played all sorts of decks. When did I become a millionaire with all that Capcom stock? I don't know if I'll become a millionaire. Maybe someday with a lot of luck and a lot of, like, frugality, I could get up to maybe a net worth of $1 million? I don't know. Over a lifetime? Double income, no kids, I guess it's possible. Putting money into Google can literally never lose? Probably not. All things considered. The only thing that might be an issue with putting money in Google is maybe something else could have gained further, but I really don't see Google ever really losing money. Think of all the blackmail they have on, like, everyone. Wow, did I just iframe that? What? Let's be safe. I just healed and I took the exact damage that I healed. Less, less health than what I healed. I mean, think of Google, like, Google has your search engine as well as, like, most people's primary form of entertainment. Like, I understand TikTok is doing numbers now. And, like, there's other places to consume media, but I think YouTube is still probably everybody's go-to for most things, right? Nice. Less nice. Chance, give me a little lovin', buddy. Give me a little taste. Give me a little taste of one of those horns, man. Give me a little of that passive HP regeneration. Let's see it. Come on. Come on, Chance, do it for Daddy. You did it. For some reason, the game glitches out when I try to rename the cats. Is it really? No, it's less than 50 Mantis. And we're not going to do like Mantis all the way to 100. Remind me, I have to kill 100 Mantis? There's just a lot of fights that you unlock at HR 100 that would prevent me, allow me to not do the super versions. Super versions with Gunlance would be really difficult. You need to take a break from Mantis for Hyper Silver Lows. That's if I still decide to go that path. I'm starting to come around on the Mantis Gunlance. He's so strong with that wheel. If I survive one hyper lows, should consider the game beaten? Really? Wouldn't that be nice? Raglan, hello. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on your time zone. Latte, I want to thank you for your contribution. The thing is I have the benefit of hindsight. That's never gonna work, is that? It's the hardest fight in GU. EX Bolt Reaver Astalos is pretty hard. Do I do it solo? The one that do Gold Rathian one there too. I prefer to do it solo. I don't think I need any Gold Rathian parts. Is hindsight bougie for insider info? Excuse me? You think I'm doing insider trading? That was terrible. That was just a terrible fight. My other run was far better. There's a guy on YouTube telling people how to win in one turn. It sucks. People are not making their own decks. It makes you sad. I mean, it's a video game. I mean, if you don't know how to make your deck, someone else tell you to play a deck, and you play it, and you might win, but then other people know what other people are going to play, and they can build decks that counter it. Pretty convenient for that oil prince to invest in a Japanese company. I don't know what you want me to tell you. What do you want me to tell you? I'll tell you what I did. Remember that one day, what was it? Blizzard Activision was getting like bought out or whatever by Microsoft. I took that day and I put more money into Capcom. And then within a month, an oil baron had put $1 billion into Capcom stock. There's no way I could have predicted that necessarily. No way. But that's what happened. I didn't know that would happen, but I'm like, I bet something's gonna happen. Let me know the next time you get any ideas like that. I can't predict them all. I'm not like some sort of genius. I crap my pants trying to fart in a friend's head in middle school, okay? I am not the guy you should be getting financial advice from in terms of stock picking. Maybe those wily instincts of mine are usually spot on, but I can't guarantee performance. Jesus Christ. I don't want to fight anymore. I'll tell cause. I jump sharded and landed in 6 to 8 couches. Yeah, it really helps soften the blow, doesn't it? Really, when you think about it. I wonder how much HR just like a normal Rathian gives. Can't remember the last time I tried to convince people I wasn't a genius. I'm not a genius. I have a master's degree in economics, and I'm an internet clown for a living. Okay? No matter how you think about it, that's not right. I don't want to do Category. I want to fight like a Rathian. I'm a very lucky internet clown, but that's what they say. You know, sounds pretty smart to you. Try ranking up by grinding for better equipment. I mean, that's what I'm doing, but like, I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Does anyone ever use their degree? Accountants, I think, do. Accountants also make really good money. Ruin the back for a 70% chance to get that carapace. Switching to aerial gun lance immediately. I mean, my armor is actually kind of okay. I mean, it actually sucks, but I mean, I'm coping that it's okay. Do accountants have souls, though? If you can buy a soul, they can definitely afford it. I mean, they're not, like, lawyers. In a lot of situations, they help you give less money away to the government, so less money is spent on highways. Sounds like a hero to me. You lost out on a promotion because somebody had a music degree in panpipe music? Dude, I'd be pissed. This Mickey Mouse panpipe degree over here. Taking my job. Oh my god, don't even make me choose. Okay, we didn't get Bombardier. I don't care. I seriously just want to kill a Rathian. I have my reasons. It's okay. I once worked with a bank manager that didn't know how interest or algebra worked and did all of her loan calculations by just putting numbers into a calculator until things looked right. So, I mean, there's plenty of things in life that can make you mold if you let them make you mold. Just accept that life is 100% not a meritocracy. The amount of effort you put in is not always equivalent to what you get out of it. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you come to peace. Duel you for your soul? What are you putting up? I saw Garana do a really fun run against Rathian just the other day on YouTube. Microwave Kalal, I've seen people cart to not just great Jaggers, but like to normal Jaggers. People that are having a really hard time with the controls. There'll always be somebody better, and there'll almost always be somebody worse. Don't let it ruin your enjoyment. Why does everyone always bring up the time I carted great Jaggers? He snuck up on me. I remember the Vestal. How did that all missed? I feel so bad. I'm gonna trust that this healing is gonna do it. Oops. I am just throwing now. Like, I'm trying to roll off poison. I just wanted to fight a Rathian, okay? I have anti-aerial flare too, and I wanted to use it. And I didn't want to fight a Rathalos. I'm assuming she went to 1. Get anti-aerial flare 3. I actually wanted to do that today, but I didn't want to look up the quest chain that I needed to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Are you able to make the new Gutlance? I'm still missing 1 ass. Thought you'd completed the all-monster challenge. I mean, we were remarkably close. Miami's getting crazy? I heard it's getting really expensive. I heard real estate's really going up there. Is that what you mean? Whoops. All Florida is? Florida's a big state, though. And it's like all swamp. Pretty bold to be investing heavily into Florida real estate with global warming on the way, but I mean, hey, like, whatever. YOLO, right? Gonna play Kirby on Friday? I don't think so. Something happens at Walmart? There rarely does a good thing happen at a Walmart. We've had our. Did you get? Did I spoil you with all the variety? I'm sorry. This is not a variety stream. Noxella apparently wants shoot, I can't believe I died to a Rathian. Noxella wants Cyberpunk for Patreon stream. Thought this is a variety stream. It's a variety of monster stream. Can't believe I died to that. Like, I'm literally in shock. Whatever. But if I say it's your birthday on Friday, I'll tell you happy birthday. Have they updated Cyberpunk? They actually released a fairly girthy update for the next-gen consoles and presumably for PC as well. I mean, they just added a lot of graphical improvements and some gameplay additions. You know, there's actual, like, bullet effects when you shoot the water and stuff like that. I mean, I guess that's nice. I want to kill you in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is important to me. Oops. No idea why I did that. I'm having brain damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think it's getting close to being out of beta. I mean, it's not ready, it's not gold. I finished Elden Ring. I did. Finished in about 40 hours. Finished it on stream. Had a quality build. I used the Bloodhound's Tooth before. It was super cool. Everybody was stomping, and I was using the Bloodhound's Tooth, and now Stomp got nerfed, so now everybody's using the Bloodhound's Tooth again. But I was there first. That weapon is very strong. Playthrough still available? It should be on Twitch VODs, and then Dean probably has it in the stream archive. Should be all up there by now. He usually gets things up within a day anyways. It was 40 hours. You know, we didn't do a ton of side content, but we did some of it. I definitely put more time into Strangers of Paradise. The main playthrough was about the same, if not maybe a little bit shorter than Elden Ring, but certainly total time spent in Strangers of Paradise was longer. Maybe we'll end up making the Princess Penelope or something. Yeah, I don't think I ever found the butt slam. I don't think I ever found the roll. The game's just got so much stuff to unlock and use. I mean, it feels definitely like it's designed to be like, go through it a bunch of times with different weapons and different builds, just like the majority of the Souls games are. But especially that one, it feels like you do a playthrough and you're like, wow, that looks neat. I wanna use that. So you plan another playthrough with just that one thing. Well, that's kind of neat. Where is she? Is she in 4? She's not an 8. I don't think she's an 8. Maybe she is an 8. That was dumb. I was in 7. She could have ran an 8. I just feel dumb now. Alright. Well, what am I going to do? Can't do anything. That Conga looks kind of weird. I don't know if there's shadows or something on him, just make him look strange. How's GU? You know how it goes, man. Rune Knight, thank you. He looked like, yeah, he just looked like kind of like sick. Sickly looking. There she is. Don't run. Don't you run. Goddamn Viper. Got the season 2 of Haikyuu? It's a beautiful series. I'm actually jealous in the sense that like you get to watch it for the first time. Isn't there a crossover for anime for Monster World? The Monster Cafe has a crossover with Haikyuu, yeah. They've got some crossover merchandise, I believe. I don't know that I ever full-on cried with Haikyuu, but I definitely got a little misty-eyed, you know what I mean? Do you like the IQ so much because the attributes of the main character? His massive dong? I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm packing some serious meat. But I mean, I don't know. I mostly like it for the music. I'm actively disassociating while I'm doing this quest, Jokaku.
Not.
875. Watch Angel Beats and Charlotte? What the hell are those? Let's see how many points we got from this. $740. So So if I can do 3 Rathians in the time that I could do 1 Altal, it'd be faster. I feel like if I get Exchanger, it's still better off to do Altal. Okay, I feel better. I feel refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. What a goddamn hell dimension this is. Probably be able to make the gun lance. I'm gonna cycle. Try and get that Exchanger again. Oh, God. Now, the purple sharpness will be pretty nice for a raw. It'll be interesting. I mean, I think wide with razor sharp is only 1 unit of sharpness. I think it's normally 3, but it rounds down to 1. I think normal and long are both 2. It's pretty nice, classic thermite. It's definitely nice. The red sharpness a lot faster, be able to poke a lot longer. I don't know what you expect, Rune Knight, when you mention a series. You think listers aren't going to come out? I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're on the internet. Get used to it. Goddamn Mantis. I did get the Exchanger, right? Yeah. It says the Dragonator can only be used once. That's kind of weird, though. Almost got tipped to the sheath in time. It's the hardest part about Gunlance, is you end up, like, so incredibly committed to the majority of your attacks. Nice. Finally got everything. Alright, Latte, I just want you to heal me just a little bit. I just want enough to survive this weird-ass chip damage. That was not chip damage. phones. I'm trying to remember what HR I started at. It was like in the low 30s. Heh. Absolute evasion? It's not gonna happen. Sorry. Let's grab that shiny before it disappears. Said the same thing before. What am I using right now? We got up to anti-aerial. It's because all the the generation hunter arts for Gunlance kind of suck. Anti-aerial flare is actually really good, and in some ways serves a similar function, if not a more useful function than absolute evasion. Debatably. I understand. I didn't get the proper trip there, so it makes sense that I got shaken off. Okay, I guess we could probably get it. But we broke that other wall. We're at red heat. We got, what, like 2 combos off on the egg? Please. Let me smash your sack, please. It's like Gunlance problems. Do I cave and actually, make... Wow. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those, buy viewer bots before in my channel before. That's almost insulting. I mean, I'm not like Johnny 500 big dick streamer, but 200 viewers isn't that bad, guy. Just you wait. Sunbreak will come out and be the best monster ever. I deserve 1,000 viewers. NA champ clout is running out. I'm not sure when our biggest growth period was. I mean, NA champ didn't hurt. But I don't know that NA champ was ever, really a claim to fame. I guess it probably helped a little bit. I got second place most recently. That's not bad. I mean, the competition was not looking that hot. Third place didn't even practice the fight. And they got third place. Fourth place had mental boom. That's never good. I kind of whiffed my Wyvern Snipe a little bit. Not that it would have really mattered if I landed it. Nate Champ is like being the tallest dwarf. Well, we got fourth place in the world ahead of Hong Kong, so what does that make Hong Kong? That sounds very disrespectful. Hong Kong maybe also had mental boom. Hard to say. They apparently didn't sleep or practice. But then again, for the World Championship, we changed our strategy like literally the day of the tournament. We're like, let's just go double Hunting Horn. I'm kind of glad we did that. Do an Elden Ring speedrun. No. But thank you for the advice. I'm not very interested in the run or the routing it. Maybe someday, like, all... Is it all Graces? Whatever those things are. Maybe I'll do one of those someday. I don't know. So I find the combat in Souls to be really that interesting. I like the games. Like, I like the story. I bet you could beat Caleb. You look like a better player. I might be able to. I don't know. I mean, I've done very well in Souls speedruns before. Like I said, I top 50. God damn it. Top 50% of a Mortal Shell speedrun. The run where the knack review was on the line, and I came in clutch. Could have just been the routing rune, right? I mean, I don't know, like, Caleb is not my enemy. I mean, even though apparently I did really well in Strangers of Paradise where he struggled, but like... like, I'm not starting beef with Caleb. I can play Tunic? It's on Game Pass. That gives it a chance. I want to beat my challenge. I want to beat my stupid all-monster challenge. It's not stupid. I love it. And we're in the final stage. And I will not back down. He's a good Mega Man player. He's good. He's a good Final Fantasy player, too. I have no idea how up-to-date that monster list is, by the way. That's weird that did not have a hitbox. Just casually dragged it to my side. He shoots it so quick, and there's like a wall here. There are a lot of unchecked boxes. Are you checking like the per game categories or just like the overall categories? per game? No, that's not true. Are you looking at the small monsters? I'm not doing the small monsters. Gotta finish what you start? This is the part where I make a joke about you being my child and how I'm gonna end you. Fume, goodbye, have a good day. Just want to sharpen, man. You're the smartest guy I know. I am not. They're like scientists that have like written books, or CEOs who have led corporations. I mean, CEOs are ghouls and should not be looked up to, but there's absolutely smarter people than me out there. I mean, that you know personally? There's gotta be somebody smarter than you know. What makes me so smart? I can push buttons in a video game, and I got really lucky when I invested money in Capcom stock. Because a Saudi oil fund decided to deposit $1 billion into the stock. I've done both of those. I mean, look, I could kick just about anyone's ass in Monster Hunter. Not even that it's a super competitive game. I'll take that. All that. I'm just lucky, man. Like, luck is like actually a skill or something. I'm convinced. Make a book? I would have to write it. What it would be, like a philosophy book? I don't sniff my farts enough to feel like what I think matters that much that I should write a book about it. I mean, I consider myself a small business owner, but like, I'm the only one doing it. I mean, there's not a lot of people doing it. It's just me. I don't have like a lot of people I'm managing. I have managed a lot of people before. I think I was an okay manager. That do a thing. Is that good? I feel like that was good. Alright, I'm about to get stung. Do you have employees? At best, I've ever had a few per contract people that I worked with, but I certainly never had anybody that like, I hired for like 40 hours a week. Or 30 plus or whatever. Think you'll ever do TA runs in Monster Hunter? I've done some TA runs before. In general, though, I think it's kind of trash content to stream. It's okay on YouTube. But that sausage should not be viewed by anyone. RTA to me is just more interesting. Maybe arena runs, but most people in the West don't care about arena TA runs, so... I don't know what to say about it. Like, wailing on a monster with, like, maxed out gear and stuff, I don't know, it just doesn't feel fair. Resetting every time you make any little mistake. Just doesn't really appeal to me. cannot believe that happened. Suffer this indignity. The TA run that I've done, that I've put the absolute most time in, and it wasn't even a TA run technically because it used adrenaline, was a run against Monster Hunter Portable 3rd Ucanlos. You can look it up on my YouTube channel if you really care. Spread Fire Bow against Ucanlos in Portable 3rd. Fun fight, good matchup. Would recommend. Guard up for that. I'm not going to say it's a different skill set, but it's definitely a different attitude between doing TAs and doing RTAs. And as it is, there's a lot of people out there that do TAs. There's very few people that do RTAs, and so I'm happy to be part of the group that's doing something that doesn't have a lot of representation. Sunbreak comes out? Maybe. It'll be interesting to see how that game is balanced. I'll just hit the leg. The pizza date later today, you're more excited for the pizza than you are nervous for the date? Why would you ever be nervous for the date anyways? They should be excited to have you. And pizza. If you don't mind sharing, what type of pizza? Is it like a local pizza or is it going to be like a chain pizza? Is this the man who is married? Not hard. Just smile and say hi. What if she steals the pizza? Well, you're literally at a pizza restaurant. You just get a second pizza. It's a delicious local place. Happy to hear it. Not that there'd be anything wrong with a pizza at the Hut or Domino's or something. Although I don't. Are there even? Can you even dine in at a Domino's? Do those even exist? I don't think so. Pizza Hut, you have the Hut. Just buy more pizza. Millionaire streamer. I'm not a millionaire streamer. Oh my god. I thought we finally got away from that meme of me being like enormously wealthy. Look, Capcom charity stream? That helps. Alright? I'm not gonna lie. You guys were there. You saw it. All right, hold on. Just because the Capcom stock went up doesn't make me a millionaire. It went up like 13 to 20%. It was like 13%, is I think where it is right now, from after they invested the $1 billion, which is like really good gains, given that everything is like down. It's like I can't retire off of it. I'm not the oil bear. She's got good instincts. I don't know what to tell you guys, okay? I mean, they put $1 billion in. I did not put $1 million into Capcom. I don't have $1 million. If I had $1 million, would I be like debasing myself doing red sharpness challenge runs? Probably. It's a CBT you can't really get anywhere else. I'd be like retired and wealthy and be like, I just want to go back to my roots. I just want to play Monster Hunter again. It's not the same anymore. I do not have a 3080 Ti. How did I not die there? Can use your money in Capcom stocks to buy Gore Magala for Sunbreak. That is not how that works. I'm allowed at the Capcom shareholder meeting. Certainly the amount of stock I own, they would let me into the shareholder meeting. But they're not going to be like, who wants to design a monster? Who wants to design the, you know, this next Monster Hunter game? Would I be allowed to talk at that meeting? I have not looked up the rules. I mean, you know, normally the way it works is like a certain number of things are put up for voting. Percentage of Capcom would you need to guarantee a monster? Guarantee a monster? 51%. Well, I mean, probably just 50%. Probably less than that. You'd probably get a hostile takeover. $50.1? I mean, to absolutely guarantee it would be like 50.001 or something, right? But it's unlikely that there's going to be somebody else that owns literally exactly the other 50%. So even if a relatively smaller number, like a 40% or something like that, you can probably get away with it. If you own 10% and just ask that, I mean, I promise you, if the Saudi oil baron said, hey, by the way, we want Kuropeko and Sunbreak, they would add Kuropeko and Sunbreak. No, we're not considering a hostile takeover of Capcom. Certainly not to get Kuropeko added back in. Although, if one monster deserved it, it would be Kuropeko. Oh, 100% some money has gotten directly to me to be allowed to purchase more Capcom stock. Absolutely. If that makes somebody feel better or worse. I certainly could be putting money into worse things, I guess, right? Can you buy me? You couldn't afford it. I don't know. How much are you offering? SDShepard at ggtalentgroup.com. Or is it Terapium.com yet? I think it's still GG Talent Group. Could buy heroin? I don't know that that would be a good time. Do I have enough stocks to get you Dragma? I'm pretty convinced we're getting Dragma. Put money in NFT? I want to piss everyone off and then eventually lose my money. I guess I could. People hiring people to play their NFTs? I do well enough that I don't have to worry about taking those offers. Yeah, if Capcom does it, I'm going to be in a really hard place. don't know if that's hitting or not. Be one of the guys hiring? I mean, if there's money in NFTs, it's not buying and selling NFTs. It's like creating NFTs and having everyone buy them from you. If you don't want to get rug pulled, you have to make the rug, right? This was far better than the other run we did. Holy crap. That one was awful. I mean, throw up in my mouth. You'll give me beans? I could already afford beans. They're $1 a can. And I have multiple bags. I have, how much did I say I had? I have over 100 pounds of beans. At least. I've got black beans. I've got kidney beans. I've got navy beans. I've got refried beans. I've got lentils. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Where else do you think your sub money is going? That's 3,000 points. That's a lot of points. All I buy is beans, couches, and Capcom stock. Would you name your child after a bean type? Navy could maybe be like a middle name. I don't think you'd want to name your child Lentil. Certainly you don't want to call him Kidney. Thank you for the stream. You're very welcome. Happy to have done it. Can we make that weapon upgrade? You can. Excellent. Well, I like how in my brain I'm like, oh, 2 more slivers of blue. Totally make the upgrade worth it. Can I seriously do the upgrade again? Oh my god, I got 2 of those gems? I think we're using it, guys. Ever go outside and yell at the moon? Like, scream at the moon? Brother, I got neighbors, man. And the kids in the neighborhood, literally the first year I moved into that house, thought it was haunted. The next door neighbor's kid was, like, terrified of me because he would kick his ball into my yard. Like, I didn't yell at him. I did not yell at him, all right? I'm not standing, like, shirtless in like some weird shorts eating beans out of a can. You're like, get your balls out of my yard. But I'd be like, hey man, you can get your balls out of my yard if you kick them over here. You're like, you just come over here and get them and take them back. You don't have to wait for me to throw them back to you. They moved away. That doesn't I get the sense like nobody nobody's convinced. Like did I convince anyone? Did I convince any one of you? Probably not. Whatever. Eat my ass. I don't care. I know what happened. He kept kicking the goddamn balls into my yard. And like once or twice a week, I'd start throwing them back. And I'd see the kid. I'm like, hey, they're like, I'm not gonna get mad at you. You're playing in your backyard. It's fine. Just get your balls out of here. How does that make me the bad guy? Just get your balls out of my yard. I literally said, get on my lawn, get the balls you kicked on here, and bring them to your house. Because I don't want to be dealing with all those balls all the time. Now they're in my backyard. And some of them are still there. And they're moved away. I should probably get rid of those. Whatever. What the hell do you guys know? You don't know anything. Like unhinged delusional streamer rants in his chat about balls getting kicked into his backyard. I'm sorry. None of you deserve that. Well, what am I going to do? The house is somebody else's house now. You're going to throw the balls in the neighbor's yard? Now I'm as bad as the kid. Now I'm throwing balls in other people's yards. I don't know, man. I just know that. Yeah, I'm gonna kick that 6-year-old's ass. I guess I could throw them out. I could put them in the trash can, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what my problem is. I've got an old lady that lives next door to me. I could throw them in her yard. She's not gonna put up any fuss. Get Jen to throw them over. Get Jen to throw them into the old lady's yard. Kind of a big monster here, huh? He's kind of large, isn't he, huh? Yeah, that's a big one. What if the old lady yells at me like you yelled at the kid? She probably would. And she'd be right to yell. So next challenge, all crowns and all games. We got some stuff planned with like some Monster Hunter World mods. There's a mod that Albino Donkey made that makes me permanently poisoned or permanently bleeding. We might try one of those at some point. There's a mod that causes monsters to randomly change sizes mid-hunt. There's a mod that makes it so after every hunt my weapon changes. Some interesting stuff out there. We've got plenty of good stuff until Sunbreak comes out. Random weapon's okay. And unfortunately, it's only at the end of every quest. But it takes the guesswork out of what weapon to use next. And I think it's all like iron weapons, which is fine. I think there was like one mod that made it so like all damage was permanent. The increase in tier, you can upgrade it, but and then well, my brain stopped working. They'll transition across to the equivalent line, if that makes sense. Talk to Albino Donkey. He might be able to help you out. There's obviously at least 2 different modding communities for Monster Hunter World. One of them is probably not that fun to hang out in, but definitely would have good advice. God damn. Don't. Ooh. Just do this. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we are going to be getting virused. My other thing is there's at least two modding communities, and one is I know for a fact should be much more friendlier than the other. So maybe just do a little bit of research first before you decide to really stake down your roots, as it were. Is there a toxic mod group or something? I mean, there's a guy who's in charge of one of the mod groups that more or less... it wasn't so much a death threat, but wished for my death? I guess there's technically a difference. It was less like he said, I want to kill Shepard, and more like, Shepard should be dead. So that's a little fucked up. But, I mean, that's the internet for you, right? I mean, you can't... It's just like... There's no rules to go on the internet. What did I do to him? Literally nothing. I posted a video about how my objective analysis seemed to have indicated the use of turbo controllers in a speedrun. Also, one time, he made a mistake about how many rewards you get from capturing a monster, and I think he really took that personally. I mean, I'd only been speedrunning the game for like 2 years and knew that you get 4 rewards in Monster Hunter World. But, whatever. I'm the idiot. I mean, I'm literally a clown. I mean, I don't hide that. I mean, getting passed over for a promotion can be a very upsetting thing for people. I mean, not saying it's reasonable to want to commit violence because of that, but sounds a little bit more reasonable than, like, you said my friend on the internet used a turbo controller. No judgment either way. Do what you want to do. Work with whatever group you want to work. I don't really care. I'm just telling you my side of the story. Oops, too early, I guess. Man, those wide shots look real girthy, huh? They're kind of cool looking, aren't they? I mean, there's a lot of really nice things that can come out of learning how to mod in video games. I mean, not just from your own personal enjoyment, but you never know. It could be a career path someday. Your Gunlance sense was tingling? Excellent. You find any Gunlances in Elden Ring yet? Honestly, there probably should be, right? Nice. Probably like the stake driver. Stake drivers. I mean, with modern Gunlance, at least, with the worm stake, right? Whoop. Sometimes you got no choice but the iframe, right, Jokaku? I have to admit, I'm feeling the extra raw damage on this weapon. The other weapon wasn't really a slouch for raw damage either. Normal lance with way more gun? It is worth the upgrade. Thank you, Baker, that. I mean, presumably if you used Hunting Horn on Gore, you'd see it a lot more often. At least in the older games. That hit. Guess I should sharpen, huh? Before he turns. I mean, certainly, even in 4, there were still chances to get exhausts. Julian Carter! That's funny. Thank you. Finally finished college classes. Congratulations. Oh, I wish I had anti-aerial. You are Melania now. No memes, Julian Carter. If you ever are legitimately stuck on a Stranger of Paradise, you let me know. I'm coming in hot. Okay, I'll be there for you. I will be the white mage beneath your wings if you need me to be. He's killed the giant Marlboro? That was yesterday, okay. That means you haven't played it in the last 24 hours. Which I'm not upset or anything. But don't think that I'm not keeping like a personal inventory of what bosses you've beaten, which ones you've not. Is this the Switch one? It is, yep. Be careful. Can I help you with Millennia? I guess I probably could. I don't know how high my level is. You're talking about a professional Monster Hunter player, Baker the Hut. Okay. I tried. You know what, Chalk? The Ryozo has spoken out about other games being in the hunting genre or taking inspiration from Monster Hunter. And you know what he says? He's actually very gracious about it. He says he would like to see hunting become an entire genre of its own. Is how supportive he is of competition. Imagine the balls you have where you're like, not only not concerned about competition, but like you openly encourage it because like you have zero concern that you're always gonna be the best. You love to see it. We don't deserve Ryozo. It's the hunting game, but I mean, you never know. I mean, things change. You know, I mean, is Street Fighter still the fighting game? It's certainly a fighting game. It certainly has a lot of fans, but, you know, I mean, you could get into a pretty good argument nowadays that, you know, more people might be getting into Guilty Gear. I don't think King of Fighter necessarily has the chops to take over, but I don't know that Street Fighter has like an unparalleled supremacy. You know, is League of Legends the end-all, be-all MOBA? I think it's probably still the most successful, but Dota's popular, and there's all sorts of stuff like rip-offs across the world that are good. As far as nepotism goes, we've done a lot worse than Ryozo. I mean, I don't think there's a company in the world right now that would not gladly take Ryozo on as like a head-level C-suite executive. I'm not going to make the claim that Capcom has always 100% always done the absolute best business decisions and made the best management choices and stuff like that. But for the most part, they've done pretty well. Yeah, there was like that weird period of time, like the DMC era, where it felt like they were kind of struggling. Like Monster Hunter was around, but like they weren't releasing it globally. It felt like they were kind of struggling to find their feet again. But ever since, they've been doing pretty good. Wasn't League already a ripoff? I mean, it's all based off of like, what, like Warcraft 3 or even maybe StarCraft maps? Custom maps? You're right. I mean, Microsoft is allegedly working on a competition to Monster Hunter because they couldn't afford Monster Hunter. This is probably one of the few Altalka weapons that look good. Probably doesn't hurt that it's in real, like, 1080p. Most Altalka weapons look like complete ass. But the wide shelling looks really good. I love how large that is. Dota 2 was and is more popular than League globally. I mean, my only frame of perspective is Twitch metrics, right? But I mean, I believe you if you're telling me that, like, if you're to take, say, like China and other countries that maybe are not engaged in Twitch at all, and take those numbers and compare them to League, that they're better. I would believe you. Oh yeah, Stove, just play Horizon Zero Dawn. It's an okay game. It's not great, but it's okay. Where's Dota more? I'm not sure if they said Dota is more popular than League. HON? Well, I don't know what that is. All I'm saying is there's probably League clones that exist in Asia that might be more popular than League. Somebody was talking about it the other day. Bloons when? When are you going to be a proper Bloons streamer again, streamer? Probably not tomorrow. But there'll be more Monster Hunter tomorrow. I'm going to take a break now. I accomplished 2 major goals. We finished the Red Sharpness Challenge. We made the Mantis weapon. We get HR 40. We're probably very close to HR 40. We are HR 40. Okay, I'm happy about that. Have a nice day. Thank you. I love you. I love all of you. I'm going to try and drop a game plan on what I want to do in this game and have it done by 1. For 40 now, we need to get 60 HR points. That could be 60 Mantises. Kill 2 an hour? 3 an hour? Maybe if I get really good. It's 20 hours. Do that in like 2 streams. 3 streams. Hail Satan. All right, I love you all. Really, have a great day. I will see you soon. Goodbye.